In 1918, Tristan Tzara wrote that Dada is a state of mind. The Dadaist movement emerged from the artist's reaction to the horrors of the First World War brought about by the complicated European alliance system. Generally, Dadaists also believed Enlightenment thoughts tainted logic and reason, which influenced the absurdist quality of the works of Dadaist artists. Many of their artworks, such as The Fountain by Marcel Duchamp, made headlines and became famous in the art world. While men such as Marcel captured the public's attention, the public largely ignored the contributions of the Dadaist woman. Still, while history overlooks the involvement of women in the avant-garde movement, women challenged traditionally expected roles. Women were far more courageous, radical, and determined than their male counterparts, which made their artworks just as equal as theirs. Unfortunately, due to the societal norms, women were still ignored in the art world. As this video progresses, the audience will be able to experience the movement from female Dada artists and their fight for recognition in the art world and day-to-day life. Artworks by Hannah Hawk, Baroness Elsa von Freydag, Lauren Hoven, and Suzanne Duchamp are some of the most impactful and reflective of female Dadaism, which I will also cover in the video. Most importantly, what we must take from female Dadaism is that the fight for gender equality will never end, and that women deserve recognition for their contributions to the art world in the past and present. The first artwork is untitled, from an ethnographic museum, made in 1930 by Hannah Hawk. Hawk is a Berlin Dadaist who pushed the boundaries of collage and addressed issues concerning beauty, race, gay and lesbian relationships, discrimination, and feminism. Her work in photomontage diverged from the use of primitivism, which is more prominent in expressionism, and instead focused more on political topics. Untitled, from an ethnographic museum, is from a series of images made in 1930 which were inspired by a trip to an ethnographic museum. The entire collection as a whole questions sex, race, and gender through the anatomically rearranged and cut and pasted bodies. This piece strongly emphasizes the frame of the woman with a strong red background and dome base. The woman has a distorted body with a large eye and large shoulders and arms. Hawk goes against all norms of traditional art, a typical characteristic of Dadaist artworks, and does not craft aesthetically pleasing subjects. The vibrant colors and distorted figures make the audience question the sculpture and look at the woman as exotic and erotic. By revealing the chest, Hawk challenges how society looks at women and its suppression of other womanly aspects. Thus, this piece shows that women are yearned after for their body, not their intellectuality and individual choices and desires. The second artwork is God, made in 1917 by Baroness Elsa von Freytag, Loringhoven, and Morten Schamberg. Baroness Elsa was a German Dadaist artist and poet who was a chorus girl, artist, and muse before coming to the United States. Hailed as the Mama of Dada and the true artist behind Marcel Duchamp's foundation, Baroness Elsa was an extraordinary and unique performance artist. She painted her shaved head red, wore a tomato cambreau, and stole crepe from the door of a house of mourning and made a dress out of it. Baroness Elsa essentially broke the conventional understandings of art, reason, and logic through her outrageous acts that challenged middle-class artistic and moral conventions. Her spontaneous personality is what led her to name the first ready-made piece when she picked up an iron ring on the street and called it enduring ornament. This action directly undermined the Western idea of conceptualizing art as one of a kind and aesthetically pleasing. The artwork itself is simply a photograph of a drain pipe. This ready-made aligns with Marcel Duchamp's Fontaine, which rebelled against and ridiculed artistic norms by taking commodity and calling it a masterpiece. Baroness Elsa was the embodiment of female Dadaism and was just as creative as her male counterparts. Solitude Entonnoir, Funnel of Solitude, 1921, by Suzanne Duchamp, is the last artwork we'll be looking at, and it's especially unique because Suzanne Duchamp was the sister of Marcel Duchamp. While her brother was involved in the art world, Suzanne was establishing a career with her own name. She also participated in ready-made sculptures and was influenced by Marcel Duchamp. Nonetheless, Suzanne contributed greatly to the female Dadaist period. The Funnel of Solitude has a wheel-like figure in the center that indicates motion and an inward pull. The colors used are very muted and simple, not vibrant whatsoever. Her use of circles, linear, and geometric shapes are reminiscent of Cubism. This artwork focuses more on the Dadaist aspect rather than the female, possibly because she could have felt less obligated to establish female Dadaists on equal grounds as male Dadaist. There's another piece, though, in Suzanne's self-portrait, Give Me the Right to Life, which has a more feminist outlook than Funnel of Solitude. All in all, the Dada artist's main focus was to use satire and cultural iconoclasm to redefine art. Male artists' misogynist tendencies created an unequal playing ground that undermined female Dadaist contributions, when in reality they played a large role in bringing the movement forward. In real time, debates about women's rights, female workforce, and the new woman all affected the Dadaist era. Artists such as Hannah Hogg, Baroness Elsa, and Suzanne Duchamp, among many others, tried to depict this through their artwork. Some were outright about their intentions, while others were subtle. Nonetheless, female Dadaists had just as much talent as their male counterpart and deserved recognition.